Welcome back. This is another video for the Wyvern RPG. Doing something different this time with our character guide, where I'm just speeding up the video because I don't want to take an hour like the last one seemed to be. So over here, you'll see that I'm training in Minath. I believe I went over this area in one of my last videos. And just basically my guide so far, or my plan so far, has just been to make some gold, because gold is really the limiting factor in this game, and XP is actually really easy to come by. This video is going to be levels 1 through 16, and especially today on Sunday, September 5th, XP is actually really easy to come by, because later on today is going to be 5,000% XP or something crazy like that. Near the end of the video, for levels like 14 to 16, it becomes 350%. So I get those last three levels pretty easy. But right now, yeah, I'm just going over some of the areas I've already shown you, just to like make some money, because this character, when we left him off, didn't have a lot of money, and the game's changed a lot since that time. So now it's a lot easier to get money nowadays. The amount of maximum money you can get from selling things that are over the maximum amount of value you can sell them to a shop. Like before, I believe it was like 2,000 or something. Now you can sell them for 3,000 or 4,000 if you're a VIP character like I am. Also, all monsters in the game nowadays have the ability to drop loot from a set loot table that's equal to I believe it's something like 1 plus 1 times their monster level. So like a level 25 monster has like a 25% chance of dropping from a loot table, which is going to give you an extremely good item. Like, as you're going to see throughout the game, I'm going to be replacing some of the items I'm wearing with some of these dropped items from monsters. And these are items that I was talking to you about last time, where it would have like agility on them. Like later you'll see we get a crystal plate mail of agility plus 9, which gives us like 9 skill points in agility dodging, which is just like unbelievably good. Yeah, so more loot drops from monsters makes it very easy to even like train up your skills, because you're just getting more money overall throughout the game instead of just having to find loot drops. Yeah, so there's also been a lot of changes in the game. For example, now you don't have to go to those skill trainers. I spent like an entire video almost showing you around the map. Now you can just train any skill from any place in the world by just typing train, so long as you have the gold in your bank to actually see. If you look on the left there, you see the crystal plate mail of agility plus 9. I just switched over to that. You can also see Mithril shield of agility plus 9, another free drop. And that girdle I put on, that was another drop from those vampires I was just fighting. Gives me plus 20 HP. It's not identified, so you can't actually tell just yet, but yeah, so you can train from anywhere in the world. Just get your skills up, type train. I put on armed combat, find weakness, strength. Just there I went to the caveman's guild and guilded up, so you can actually slow down the video, and it'll only be 2 times as quick if you go to YouTube settings like 4 times and see what path I took from Alaria to actually get that caveman's guild. But the caveman's guild is really crucial. Guilding is an essential part of any character. Like the caveman's guild gives me 10% HP, extra HP per level, and I start at level 1 in the guild and go to level 10, so up to 100% extra HP. Gives me 1 unarmed per level, I think, or maybe 1 every 2 levels. Gives me healing skill, gives me strength, gives me berserking skill. Yeah, it's pretty good overall. So every character should try and guild as quick as possible. Other changes in the game. The game, like I said, has gone through a lot of changes. Poison is now a very deadly spell. So if you get hit by poison, it's gonna impede you a lot. I'd say poison is probably, if you don't have resist for it, more deadly than most of the other spells in the game right now, especially as it scales up with tougher and tougher monsters. And it seems to compound. So like before, if you got poisoned, you just didn't have to worry about poison anymore. Like if it hit you again, didn't matter. But now it just seems to like keep adding up damage. So you got to really be careful with poison. Monsters are faster. They're more responsive. So they move quicker. They die quicker. They attack quicker. All of that. Got to be careful for that. What else? What else? So there's no more quest point requirements for leveling up. So when we last left off our character, I think I couldn't get him to level 10 because I needed a quest to do, and I just didn't really feel like doing one. But yeah, as soon as we started playing this character, he just leveled up instantly because he was like right at the cusp of leveling up. If you notice in the video, I've been dying quite a lot, which has really slowed this leveling up process video thing I'm trying to do. I wanted to make this video really short, but even with all the clips I compiled to get to level 16, it seems to have taken like 2 hours of IRL time. But I managed to just speed it up 8 times, just for the sake of speediness. So the game also now has a fully supported Steam and PC client, so you don't actually have to go download Mimu and play with a keyboard and all that. You can also download it on mobile. It's available on mobile. If you look here, while we were farming this Samhoc area, we actually got 5 of the keys, which we just used to open up the door there near the end. I really should have slowed that down, but that's fine. So basically my goal has mostly been, as you've seen so far, to just reset the Ruins of Samhoc map and just keep farming it over and over. I've gone to some other areas in between just so I can grab some loot. Those areas were Tornum Castle at the beginning, and right now I'm doing another random dungeon just outside of I think this place is called Almian. Yeah, it's a really good dungeon because it lets you see through walls. Nothing impedes your sight, well, except for darkness, but you have dark sight as a Rakshasa. Yeah, a note on the gilding. You can actually, the starter crowns you get from from doing quests, you can use those towards gilding. So those cost, I believe, 20 starter crowns, or 25 starter crowns, and 20k guild XP, or 20k money rather. And like I said, it would be very wise to just try and get into a guild as quick as possible. Server-wide EXP boosts are pretty common nowadays. Usually they happen whenever someone spends money on the game. It just adds a multiplier to the XP of the game. You also get an XP bonus for being logged in continually. And yeah, I believe that's all for that. So I think that's everything for the updates to the game. The rest of the time I think I'll just commentate on what's happening in the video. So I'm in Minath, just going through the houses, trying to get as much money as possible. As you can see, we're already level 14, so pretty much almost done here. All throughout, my goal has just been raising unarmed. So at the start of the video, we had probably like 13 unarmed, then we end up with 21, 22. Find weakness went up like probably 4 or 5 points. Strength went up 1 or 2, and healing went up 1 or 2. East of Minath, we have this little area where you can get a lot of loot just by killing enemies. There's a lot of spellcasters, so you have to be careful. We dinged 15 there. So we're almost done here. Just go through all of these houses here. Some of them are really dangerous, like this one you can get petrified in, and if you don't have stone flesh, or if you don't quit out, you can just die instantly. We got two unique drops of X-ray durability plus 10, armor plus 7, which is very unlikely. And that's the end of the video. So, hope you enjoyed. Take care.